Hello, Earthling peeps out there. Here's another video for you today. This is not like my typical videos. This is more of me talking about my experience lately. As some of you know, those who have been watching my videos and you saw the one about my visitation where I experienced a gray that had a larger head than your typical grays. He wasn't a short gray, he was a taller gray, but he had a longer, skinnier neck. And anyways, and things got a little weird. I was paralyzed, and as you know from that video. Well, update. You know, as an experiencer, as a lifetime experiencer, every time I think that things couldn't get any weirder, I'm surprised again and again and again, because things do. Okay, it's similar to an experience I had a few years ago when I was out on holiday, and I had something similar happen, like with that gray, and then I had weird things happening. I know this is going to sound pretty wild, but I was late. You know what I mean? I had had that paralysis event, right? And I was late. I had all these symptoms, like of that, you know, like I was pregnant or something, right? Now, don't get me wrong. What I'm going to talk about today is nothing to do with that, okay? But I'm just saying about weird experiences, right? And I'm not saying that I was pregnant either. I'm just saying I had the symptoms of that, all this stuff that had happened, right? And then I have a picture from, it's really weird. I have never gone into this story on here, so, but I'm just going to try to make it short. So I went through these symptoms, and then like 3 days, things got really crazy. I was having intense pressure and cramping and everything. And I went to 2 different doctors, got checked out, and both of them had trouble being able to, well, I don't want to say, but it had to do with the examination. And then the reason the second time with the doctor was because the pressure was becoming unbelievable. I was just having all this pressure, and like I felt like I had cystitis going on, and it was like it kept happening every few minutes. It would ease off, and then it would start again, and ease, you know, it was just like that. But I'm not saying that, I'm not implying anything that meant anything, okay? But during it's like a couple days prior, or 3 days prior, I'm trying to remember now, I was feeling something weird in my navel. And I would, you know, I mean, obviously when I'm taking my shower and stuff, all areas get cleaned, okay? But there was this like gritty stuff that kept appearing each day in my navel. This happened for like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, this is weird. Like, you know, I haven't been in the sand. What the hell? You know, I was trying to understand it, but it was thicker than sand, okay? The last day, the reason why I'm laughing is because I know how crazy this sounds, right? The last day, when it was the most intense and I was just begging the doctor, I'm like, please, I need something to, and he had prescribed me something, and it helped. And I only took it one time, because the very next day, everything was completely gone, right? Except that this time I reached down in my navel, and I had blood on my fingers. And I'm like, what the hell? So I go, and a friend of mine says, you need to take a picture. And I did, and it looked like I had an incision. So that was that experience, and that was oh, I don't know. That was a while ago, 5, 6 years ago now, something like that. Anywho, this is nothing like that at all, okay? But, you know, there's all this talk to do with Three-Eye Atlas, right? And I've been experiencing weird things. Now, you all know what happened with that moment and everything, which is corny, I know, with the whole, not corny, but it was strange, you know, with the gray with the extra large head when I was paralyzed in that, right? Well, I've been having strange symptoms, like, and I don't know if the gray, if that is connected with this whole thing, with what's going on with Three-Eye Atlas and all that, like, you know, energy change, because I talk a lot about with energies and that, right? But I've been having strange symptoms, very lucid, weird dreams, and headaches, daily headaches. Remember I was mentioning about the headaches? Daily headaches and light sensitivity. I've been having all this light sensitivity and headaches. Like right now I'm okay where the light's not bothering me too bad, but then it's like, it's been kind of like every other day the light's really bothering me. Like even when it's cloudy out, it's like, I don't know why, but it's like the light hurts my eyes. It's weird, right? So I've been having light sensitivity and headaches, and then today, out of nowhere, and it came on so quick and left so quick, I just felt so incredibly sick, and I had to throw up, and I threw up, and then I was fine. I was, you know, drinking, and the thing is, I didn't have anything to make myself. I had my usual. I had a cup of tea, and I ate a little hash brown, not fried, right? I don't do fried. But I just, you know, but it's been something I eat a lot of times. I'll have like an air fried hash brown or something. And so I had that and a cup of tea, like my normal, like, has been my kind of my daily routine. I have it with a little bit of eggs or something, but today I didn't have eggs. I just had that. And it came on so fast, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be sick. And I ran into the bathroom and I threw up, and then I was okay. And like, I could go back to eating normal food, no fever, no nothing. But I'm just saying, I don't know if, you know, if anybody else has had things to do with Three-Eye Atlas or what. The thing with the gray, that might just be a whole coincidence kind of thing. I mean, I'm in menopause, so, you know, I just started menopause this year, so I don't think, anything. But I don't even think the last time, I don't even know what that was the last time. But I do have pictures with that too, where you can see that I have what looks like an incision in my navel. So I just woke up with that, right? And then of course last month when I had my paralysis too, I had a strange mark on my stomach. So I posted that picture because that was weird. You know, I'm always having weird things that will happen, like these paralysis events. The electronics and stuff will start screwing up and that. It's just weird things. So that's my video for today. It's not so much talking about things like having unbiased love and all that, which are things that we should have, but this is just basically me sharing a story. I don't know if it's all, I'm not saying anything is what I'm saying. I don't want to say it's this, that, or the other. I'm just saying that things have gotten weird. That's all I'm saying. And that's my story. So I'll end this video with a little love light language. And you guys have an amazing, wonderful day wherever you are. Sending out love vibrations. All right, guys, have a beautiful, amazing day, night, wherever you are. Bye.